Live from the Caterpillar Global Communications Center at Bradley University, this is BUTV News.
Good evening and welcome to BUTV News. I'm Megan Ruger-Smith.
And I'm Harvey Newcomb. Let's take a look at the news.
Over the summer, Bradley publicly announced that $13 million will be cut from Bradley's expenses. Operations, programs, academics, and more will see changes and cuts to adapt to the budget. Faculty and Bradley's American Association of University Professors have raised concerns about the effects these changes could have and the impact they will have on academics. The association claims that around $10 million of the cuts would come from academics, even though academic spending only represents about 37% of the overall budget. Faculty is concerned that the process is moving too fast and could negatively impact students. Suggestions have been made to address the budget to ensure changes match the values of Bradley and are not hasty. This could mean departments like athletics having their budget reassessed. More about the programs being cut and final decisions will be announced by the end of 2023.
One of Bradley's own alumni, Marcellus Somerville, from the class of 2006, will be in Peoria's own version of Dancing with the Stars, the Casablanca Dancing with the Local Stars. This is CASA's primary fundraising event that raises proceeds to support the work of specially trained CASA volunteers who advocate for children in the 10th Judicial Circuit who have experienced abuse and neglect. These donations will be raised with local celebrity judges rating each couple's performance and announcing the winner with audience votes. Audience votes are submitted through donations, with each dollar being equivalent to one vote. More than just the dance competition will be there, as well as good food, drink, and music. The event will be held on Saturday, November 4th at the Paradise Hotel Ballroom, with doors opening at 5:30 p.m. Tickets will also go towards the cause at $250 a person. We wish Marcellus Somerville the best of luck as he helps raise money for a great cause.
Two Bradley alumni won Silver Dome Awards at the Illinois Broadcaster Association last week. 2020 Bradley alum Madeline Burke won a Silver Dome for her work as a producer on WMBD. Madeline has been the producer on WMBD since 2020 after graduating with a double major in television arts and animation. Janice Rebholz also won a Silver Dome with her work done with 25 News and was recognized for Best TV Anchor. Janice joined 25 News in 2016 after graduating with a degree in Communication and Media Studies. We wish them the best in their endeavors and congratulations them for their accomplishments.
Last Friday, October 27th, was Bradley's Cybersecurity Day and was hosted in the Business Engineering Convergence Center's conference room. Cybersecurity Day was part of Cybersecurity Awareness Month. The month is a collaborative effort between government and industry to raise awareness about the importance of cybersecurity and to ensure that all Americans have the resources they need to be safer and more secure online. The event hosted was open to all students and the general public. The event was free and hosted a panel of cybersecurity professionals to talk about their knowledge and expertise. The event lasted from 1 to 4 p.m. and offered a question and answer session and network opportunities for all who attended. How do you like to spend Halloween? Is it with scary stories? Well, ACBU had another spooktacular s'mores and stories event last Monday in the Student Center Ballroom. The storied ACBU welcomed Emmy Award-winning storyteller, teacher, and author Jim May to tell some jump-scaring stories. Before the night of Ghoul began, students were able to toast their own marshmallows and assemble their own s'mores. Students were also able to check out and purchase some Halloween and Dia de los Muertos inspired earrings. If that didn't pique your interest, May was also selling some of his favorite or his own scary books. Prices for all items ranged from $10 to $15. The stories told came from all over the world, from stories based in the Old South to the Chinese river spirits. These spooky stories aren't for the faint of heart, and if you missed the event, don't worry. ACBU will always have plenty of fun events for the rest of the semester.
Up next, we will take a look at the weather with Julia.
And after the break, we will see what's new in entertainment with Adalia.
Hi! Hoping for a crisp breeze to help keep you alert. Oh, Oh, he took a sip of water too. That'll probably help. You were probably going to turn down the radio too, so you could focus, right?
Probably okay isn't okay.
Right.
If you see a warning sign, stop and call a cab, a car, or a friend.
I think the water line is what really drove it home. I blew on him.
Listen, I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you judge me for having a problem. No one is going to know that I need help. I need help. I know that no one is going to judge me for having a problem. I realize that I'm not perfect, but it all really started to change because you listen.
Wake the sun, tell him that I've begun to dream of things to come, and tell the trees not to look for me. I'm going to find some peace of mind. Wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun, wake the sun.
So is it too early to celebrate Christmas?
In my opinion, I celebrate the second the clock strikes midnight on the 31st.
Okay, so it's midnight, it's November 1st, and you're already like singing All I Want for Christmas Is You?
Exactly.
How about you, Harvey?
For me, it's very weather dependent. If it's warm, I feel like I'm not quite in the Christmas spirit yet, but when it's cold like this, I think we should just dive directly into it.
See, I like a slow transition between the two of them.
I can see both of your points. Well, whether or not you're celebrating Christmas already, happy November. Looking out our window, it seems like it was just a couple of days ago, it was 70 degrees. Probably because it was just last week we had 70-degree weather. But the Midwest will be the Midwest, and lo and behold, the past few days have been getting a lot chillier. This morning it was cloudy and quite windy, and the temperature sat in the high 30s, and we broke just 40, but the wind chill sat at the lower 30s. Looking at our radar, there are some clouds going to be rolling through, but the next few days look pretty clear. We won't be seeing any of that snow or rain that some other states have been getting, like my home state of Minnesota, who got snow the past couple of days. Illinois will still be avoiding that snow, but looking at the temperature map, Illinois has been pretty consistent today as far as the temperature goes. We've been seeing some mid-40s for the most part, but down here they're just under 50 degrees. So we're still looking at 40 degrees. But if you're wanting some warmer weather, I've got some good news for you, because looking at the 5-day forecast, we do have warmer weather forecasted. So we've got some 60 degrees coming this weekend, with even Monday looking at 63 degrees for the high, which sounds pretty good to me. Monday may be higher. However, we'll still get some of those cooler 40 degrees in the morning. Overall, it will be cloudy. However, we might see the sun tomorrow. So relax, not quite a winter wonderland yet, but we'll get there. Now it's time for your entertainment news with Adalia Young.
Thank you so much, Julia. Not only was it a big weekend for the weather, it was a big weekend for director Martin Scorsese with his newest movie release, Killers of the Flower Moon. The movie was released on the 20th, but has remained within the top 3 films for the past 2 weeks. The film stars Leonardo DiCaprio and Robert De Niro, encapsulating viewers from beginning to end. Based on a true story and novel, the film addresses the truth behind the murders of the Osage Nation, a Native American tribe who made their home on oil-filled lands. Scorsese's newest masterpiece is currently at 93 Rotten Tomatoes, gaining $84.7 million so far. The movie is 3.5 hours long, but reviewers have continued to say the time length is more than worth it. You can go see Killers of the Flower Moon in theaters or on Apple TV. And for the top movie in theaters this weekend, Five Nights at Freddy's has sparked childhood memories within many audience members. Five Nights at Freddy's takes place at Freddy's Fazbear's Pizzeria. Based on the game series released back in 2014, Josh Hutcherson, famously known as PETA in the Hunger Games series, is the main character, giving us jump scares from left and right. Movie critics have had a lot to say, giving it 28 Rotten Tomatoes. But on the flip side, audience members have given the movie a rating of 94%. The even bigger surprise? A survey has shown 94% of the audience going to watch the movie in theaters falls under the age group of 35. Five Nights at Freddy's can be seen in theaters and for free with a Peacock subscription. And tragedy struck this past Saturday as Matthew Perry, commonly known as Chandler Bing from the hit sitcom Friends, passed away. Whether being on or off screen, Perry brought joy to many people with his sweet charisma and witty charm. In 2022, he released a memoir titled Friends, Lovers, and the Big Terrible Thing, opening up about his sobriety for the past 17 years. Fans of Friends have left flowers in front of the infamous apartment complex, expressing how heartbroken it is to know the person you watch growing up on TV isn't around to keep making more shows or movies. Celebrities have recalled memories they shared with Matthew, expressing how it still feels impossible to not have him around. The beloved actor, writer, and friend was only 54. Did anybody watch Friends?
I did.
I did too.
I've heard enough about it.
Yeah.
I've seen episodes here and there. I don't think I've watched it all the way through, but enough for me to still feel sad about his passing.
Chandler was always my favorite character.
Oh, same.
So that
Same.
was really hard for me.
Yeah.
After the break, we'll have Ty Gray live to talk about a special guest with Hilltop Films.
We'll also have Campus Convos with Alec Brandt.
Todd's a great guy. I mean, look at him. What a sweetheart. Attaboy. Wait, Todd, what are you doing? How totally selfish and un-Todd-like of you. Come on, Todd. Come on, man.
Open up your books to page 360.
Did you just look at your phone while you was in class? You played yourself.
Talking about inspirational quotes.
You gotta believe in yourself. Don't ever play yourself. The key is to make it, so make it.
Louise, can you give me an example of an inspirational quote?
Don't play yourself. The key is to make it.
And who said that?
I did. Now that's a major key alert.
Learn the real major keys to getting to college at getschool.com.
Most party fouls are pretty dumb. But if you decide to drink and drive underage, you could lose your license and your freedom. Underage drinking and driving. The ultimate party foul.
Leave all fear, Campus Convos are here. Alec Brandt is back in the Student Center to see how brave our braves are during this spooky time of year.
Hello everyone, I'm Alec Brandt. Welcome back to Campus Convos. Since it's the end of October, I figured we'd be asking some students some spooky questions. What is your favorite thing to do on Halloween?
Probably hang out with my friends, watch horror movies.
I've always loved horror movies, so I think that's why I like Halloween so much. So yeah, just watch horror movies with friends.
Trick-or-treating. That's my favorite thing to do.
Trick-or-treating's classic. Otherwise, I like just walking around in costume and seeing how many looks I can get.
That's a tough one. I'm gonna say party.
I like to go trick-or-treating. I feel like I'm not too old for that yet. So
eat candy. For sure.
I can't really go trick-or-treating anymore, obviously, so I can still buy candy and eat it, though. I mean, that's something.
What is your favorite Halloween candy?
I've always really liked Twix. So yeah, I think probably Twix.
Fruit Gushers. Love them.
If I'm going trick-or-treating or if I'm getting, like, small candy, definitely M&M's.
Three Musketeers.
I'm a big Skittles guy. I love Skittles.
What is your biggest fear?
Probably dying. Yeah.
Biggest fear? Dang, that's a good one.
My biggest fear? Oh, that's a tough one. Let's get existential. Let's go with loneliness.
So earlier I dropped a chicken nugget on the ground, and my biggest fear would be accidentally eating that chicken nugget. So I had to kind of like.
It's gotta be spiders. Hate spiders.
Put the chicken nugget off to the side of the other chicken nuggets, so I didn't mistake that chicken nugget for a fresh chicken nugget that wasn't on the ground.
I guess the sea or the ocean, I guess, because one, I can't really swim, so just the thought of drowning scares me.
What is the best costume you wore for Halloween?
Ironically, I'd have to say earlier today I went as Spider-Man, and I think it was pretty cool.
I was probably Julius Caesar once. That's my favorite. So
Probably the one I'm wearing in about 45 minutes.
Yeah, he's really good class.
I got a speech and I'm wearing a banana costume. It's in my car right now.
Ooh, those answers sure were spine tingling. Look at me shiver. Anyways, this has been Alec from BUTV News, reporting from the BUD, wishing you a happy Halloween.
Next up, we will have Dylan Baus with what's new in sports.
When we come back, Dylan will let us know how Bradley's recent volleyball and soccer games went.
Yo, Scott.
Hey.
I'm heading out, man. You want to ride?
No, I got my car, but I actually really need to go to the bathroom.
Oh, you know what? I was just in there. The line is like 10 people long.
You know, I think I'll just...
Dude, are you okay?
You wouldn't believe what I was just thinking. I am definitely buzzed.
Yeah.
I think I will take this, and I will take that ride home.
Smart man.
Did you see how that dog was looking at me?
Baby, you see, you're so right for me, and I am right for you. I love the things you do, like sweet tasting wine. Your lips are so divine. Your loving turns me on. My lonely days are gone. That's why I'm never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna let you go. No, no, never gonna let you go. Baby, never gonna let you go. Never gonna let you go. Babe, I'm never gonna.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're home before sunrise. On top of the house, the kids, and our future. The smell of your cooking is our alarm clock. My Shiro's day is never done. So let's start saving a little more now so we can feel prepared for retirement. A free 3-minute online chat can give us the personalized tips we need so we can live our lives to the fullest. Visit asiaretirement.org/Shiro.
All right, basketball season is starting today. Bradley has their first preseason exhibition game.
Yeah, I'm excited.
How you feeling?
Good. I'm a little nervous after the MVC tournament. I'm a little bit nervous to see them actually play again. But I'm hoping that they start off the season good.
I think we will.
I've seen their Instagram stories. I've seen some of their workouts and practices. I'm hyped.
We're looking good. We are looking good this year. But good evening to everybody. Welcome back to BUTV News. Let's take a look at this week's top stories in Bradley sports. It's away game season for the Braves in all sports, but volleyball had two major in-conference away games against the Drake Bulldogs and the UNI Panthers. The Bradley team is used to a healthy average of 300 to 400 amount of fans in the stands, but imagine going from the local lineup to the big stage twice in 2 days. Cedar Falls, Iowa is where the Braves stood to take on the University of Northern Iowa, and as usual, they did their best to keep the season alive. Now try doing that in front of 2,700 people. The UNI Panthers fans really did show out during the game, and this weekend's games especially. If only they did the same during the basketball season, but I guess a jack of all trades is a master of none. UNI led Bradley in all categories except blocks, with Bradley once again standing their ground in that aspect. Keep in mind that the UNI is on a 14-game winning streak with a perfect conference record, so the 3-0 final was realistic given the current circumstances. This, however, was a predecessor to the Drake game that was played last Friday before UNI. Drake sits one spot behind UNI as far as MVC volleyball goes, but their overall record is only one game away from being first, so to say the two teams are comparable is pretty accurate. Staying along the trend of high attendance games, over 1,500 people were at the Knapp Center during the Friday lights, and the home crowd made sure that they were felt by both teams. A set between Drake and Bradley should mean more wins over middle of the conference competition, as Bradley went dig for dig with the Bulldogs, making sure to stretch every game out the max, the lower hitting percentage that was the killer that the Braves had, hitting about half of the percent that Drake did. However, this is a fundamental fix that can sure to show itself as the season progresses. Their next game will be in Peoria this Friday against Friday and Saturday, against Valparaiso and UIC respectively. Be sure to check out the Renaissance Coliseum for more information. Even though the temperatures are near freezing, the soccer team is still outside and fighting for every last conference win that they can get. This past weekend, they took on the Evansville Purple Aces, and they did not take too kindly to the Braves' defensive plan. Get ready for some of these stats. We had 4 shots on goal combined in the entire game, 24 total fouls, including a red card, the first of the season from an Evansville midfielder, and 1 total goal scored by an Evansville striker in the 38th minute of the game. The next game will be played against top-ranked MVC leading Western Michigan. That game will be played in Peoria, giving us the chance for an upset of a lifetime. So make sure to be a part of it and head over to Shea Stadium right after this broadcast to support our soccer Braves.
So this Friday and Saturday is alumni night for volleyball and then senior night. So I'm actually really excited because Valpo is in town on Friday night.
They are.
So I think everybody should go to that game because it's going to be a good match.
We should. The atmosphere is going to be great.
All right, well, when we come back, we'll take a look at what is happening on campus this week.
We'll then wrap up the show with a special musical performance.
Club was in, your hands smell like stew for weeks.
Oh, look, my new laptop is here.
What happened to your old one?
You know, on the way to work, I jump out of the car to grab a churro from that gal in the corner. I turn my back for like 2 minutes. Gone. Stolen. Or maybe I forgot to bring it. I'm not sure which.
Wait, did you get IT to wipe it remotely?
No, I know how this goes. The minute they wipe it, it turns up under my bed or something. I'm gonna wait a few days, see if it turns up. And I might have disabled the security software in the computer anyway. It slows it down.
You've got to be kidding me.
I do not remember ordering a mesh tank top. Too much whiskey and Dave shop's a little frisky, right? Ooh. Huh?
Did you order it?
Come on, you know this looks great. Let's see about this big one.
Dave,
It's like Christmas.
I'm pretty sure someone is making purchases using your online accounts that are still logged in on your browsers.
Well, lucky for me, they can't change the address. Some of the stuff is pretty great.
You need to call IT and change your logins ASAP.
I'm getting a new wardrobe, and I like it. I'm gonna ride this out and see where it goes. Maybe there's a motorbike in receiving. I'm gonna check it out.
He just really goes through life like that, huh?
Mm-hmm.
Do you think he knows he has to pay for all that stuff?
Not a chance.
S-U-P-E, star. S-U-P-E, star. Superstar, 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 superstar. S-U-P-E, star. Superstar, 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 superstar.
Let's take a look at what is happening on campus this week to look forward to. Thursday, November 2nd, join Alpha Psi Lambda in celebrating Dia de los Muertos, or the Day of the Dead. The celebration will be held on Olin Quad from 12 to 2 p.m. Look forward to fun, music, activities, and more for everyone to enjoy. Don't let the possibility of rain discourage you. If it rains, the event will be moved to Beck 2259. November 2nd, there will also be a presentation given in GCC 126 from 5:30 to 7:30 p.m. about the importance of expecting the unexpected. Join local leaders, including Peoria International Airport, Peoria Fire, Campus Police, Emergency Management, and Public Health. These 5 leaders will talk about their practices, work, and organization. Students are encouraged to come and see what care goes into preparing for emergencies in the community. November 7th, a screening of The Unafraid, Navigating College as a Dreamer in the GCC 126 from 6 to 8:30 p.m. The documentary follows the story of DACA students as they navigate higher education. The showing will be followed by a discussion with panelists who have experience with the topic.
Lights, camera, action. Bradley's Club Hilltop Films is the place for all movie and film lovers to get hands-on experience in film production. I'm here with Brianna Watermullen, president of Hilltop Films, Bradley University's one and only short film club. Thanks for being on the show.
Hi, thanks for having me.
So I'm going to start you off with an easy one. What does Hilltop Films do?
So basically we're a short film club on campus. We do the whole process from writing to filming and editing and stuff like that.
Awesome. When did this club first start?
I believe it started a few years before COVID happened, and then it kind of died down. And then last year it just started up again. So it's their second year back.
Glad to see that there's some post-pandemic recovery. Now, what's the process of making a film look like?
It's basically a lot of kind of just sitting in a room and thinking. Like, we spend a lot of our time just like writing.
That's the majority of it.
Yeah.
And kind of about like the post-production, what kind of goes into that?
It's really just a lot of like making sure everyone has like the right schedule, and then shooting. And then shooting is just so kind of like, not hectic, but it's very, sorry, I'm blanking on the word.
No, you're fine. What upcoming projects do you guys have in the works?
So working on a short film right now called 5 Days about 2 girls, and one of them's trying to confess their feelings to the other girl before she transfers schools.
Definitely an interesting one. Who can be involved with Hilltop?
Literally anyone, any major, any experience is welcomed. Like, I'm a psychology major and I'm president, so yeah, anyone.
just goes to show. And how can people support Hilltop?
They can follow our Instagram, which is Hilltop Films, and we also have a YouTube channel. We haven't posted anything on it yet, but hopefully we will soon. Be
sure to follow Hilltop Films on YouTube. And is there anything else you'd like to add?
I guess just come if you want to join.
Definitely. You heard it here. Hilltop Films, the short film club at Bradley University. Thank you for coming on to the show.
Thank you.
So did any events pique your guys' interest?
There's a lot of good ones. That does sound good. I mean, to be able to have all the majors in one club kind of brings together the whole university. It's really fun.
I love Hilltop Films, so I'm excited to see what they come up with.
Definitely.
All right, well, that's all we've got for you tonight here on BUTV News. For all of us here, I'm Megan Rigger-Smith.
And I'm Harvey Newcomb. We leave you tonight with a performance from Josiah Williams. Have a great night.
My name is Josiah Williams, and I came to praise God. And we're gonna let it ride. Thank you, BUTV, for allowing me to be here. I hope you enjoy this song. Check it. Yo, I drive myself crazy thinking about you and I growing love and taking you out. Long walks and late nights sitting under stars, wiping that fine sand from under your arms. The problem is I don't know how to love, not the way you need it. I've got an issue with my eyes and I barely see it. Blind walking towards heaven, trying to take you with me, and I'm backtracking every time you're not around. Yes, I have a past, I just want it distant. I don't want to reflect and feel like I'm reminiscing. Sick of feeling sorry on this mission, feeling I can barely travel. I'm weak at what I am, and that's every man's battle. I fall to my desires of the flesh, and I avoid the problems that are prior to the rest. Clearing out my mind well before my time's through. Gotta get right with God before I get right with you. So I'ma be gone. For a minute, just gone for a minute, I'm gone. I'll only be gone for a minute. I'm gone for a minute, just gone for a minute, I'm gone. I'll only be gone for a minute. I'll only be gone for a minute, gone for a minute. I'll only be gone for a minute, gone for a minute, gone for a minute. Yeah. I'll only be Yo, I remember your commitment when I wasn't ready. When I had nothing to give and you thought it was plenty. And I remember